All right, shalom, shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Hey, man, this is Brother Yawana.
And Abba Bayat.
Coming at y'all with Lord's will. Another edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Of course, always before we start this lesson, we want to say,
Kol Halayim, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and all righteousness and sincerity. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect individuals scattered abroad, being grafted in under the obedience of this truth through the spirit of faith, man.
Con. Hey, man, you know, there's things going on, in this earth, man, that really, as men of the Lord, those that are in this truth, man, whether you're a prophet or not, man, you should be paying attention, to these prophecies, man, you should be paying attention to what's going on in the earth, because it tells you, in 2nd Esdras 9 with Baba Kashaf, if you want to grab that, we'll start with that. Lord Yahweh Shema Shah told you that, measures out time diligently in itself, man. That's how you're going to know the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is in the earth, man, and one major, which is going to be, the center of, reason why we're doing this video is talking about those gasoline prices, man. There's plenty of, events that are going on. You got Gaza shooting missiles over at Israel, which Lord will, we can get into it, a little bit later, man. But right now we're just gonna focus on the gasoline, But these are events that were ultimately prophesied about, man, in the scriptures, man.
Right.
Man. So if you can grab that 2nd Esdras 9, we'll read down a little bit and move on.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. It reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And that word diligently, it has a synonym that goes with diligent. It means what? To work, man. So you got to put in the work to know these things, man. You can't, and the brother had brought to my attention, a little while ago. It's kind of funny, man. But brothers, I think it was the Vegas camp and the LA camp. They said, what, man? You can't go to fucking Walmart and just go purchase the fucking understanding, man, the spirit.
Right.
You have to actually put in that work to know these things, man.
They have demons, man.
That's weird, bro. That's all right, though.
Diligently, is also interchangeable with, consistent, man. So you got to consistently keep watch.
Go ahead.
I'm reading it again. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Come, man, and we're already seeing famines, man. Can you go to 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 5? Because the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, he told us some of these things that are going to come upon the earth, man, which are those signs, man, go ahead.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right, man, and we're already seeing an immense amount of that, man. Yeah. You got the death angel here, man. Not only that, but you got fucking, plagues going upon the earth, man. Famine, which, going into that word famine, it means what? When you look it up in the Google, it says shortage of food, man. But really, this is a shortage of gasoline. A famine isn't just, a famine of food. There's a famine of water, which is, they have this in the southwest part of America. They got what? A mega drought, or sort of a famine of water, man, going on, man. Again, famine means shortage of. Doesn't mean that there's, a complete loss of, but it means what? That there's shortage. There's means there's a little bit left of it, So really, that's the state that we're in, man. The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah said he's going to send these plagues, man. And famine is a plague, man.
Right.
So these are the signs. Some of the signs. You can go read them in Matthew 24. Rumors of wars, uproars of the people, so on and so forth. But this right here is a famine, man, that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah said was going to come upon the earth, man. And guess what? We're seeing it, man. There's a famine of gas which people, you can go in a little bit deeper with that, man. Which we got the time, man. So that's what we're gonna do, man. You got a famine of gasoline, but guess what? Gasoline is what you use to put in your car to get to work, so that way you can get money. Okay, well, if there's a shortage of gasoline, guess what? A lot of people are not going to be able to make it to work. So a lot of people aren't going to be able to pay their bills because they're not able to make it to work. Either that, or some of those that are able to make it to work, guess what? Now you're spending, a whole third of your fucking paycheck on gas every week, which is taken away from your food. So now you're going to be, not only is it a famine in per household, not only is it a famine, for money, because you're pouring it into your fucking gas. Now you got a famine of food, because now you're pouring all your money into your gas, not being able to take care of your stuff at home. So now you're gonna have to choose, man, whether you want to go to work or spend all that money in gas, or spend it in food. But even then, if you stop going to work, you're not going to be able to pay for food because you ain't going to be able to get money. So people are going to have to make those hard decisions that are coming up, man.
Man.
Because in a famine, a famine hits every part of life, man. Especially a famine of gas. Brothers, I know the elder Karats is out GMS AZ camp. He lives all the way in Tucson, which is 2 hours away from Phoenix, man. So if a famine, start carpooling, pitch in for gas, man, but that's the thing, is, a lot of people aren't going to have that kind of thought, man. Only the men of the Lord are really going to have that kind of thought. Hey, man, let's butt up together, man.
Right.
Other people are going to bug the fuck out, which we're seeing already happen, man.
A lot of people are going to, they're going to go in full panic mode, man, because what does Scripture tell us to do? To walk by faith and not sight, man. These people, they're not going to be able, they're going to be incapable to deal with these things coming on the earth, because these different sides coming to pass, because they're ultimately unable, to walk on faith, because faith is a gift, and really it's only given to the elect to utilize, especially in these times to come.
Hey, shalom, Akim Yabashim Ashab Brakatam to both of y'all, man.
To both of y'all, man.
Yeah, man. So a lot of people, man, they're not gonna have that mindset, or that calm spirit, man. They're not praying to the Lord Yabashim Ashab, saying Babu Kusha, Babu Kusha, Babu Kusha, Damaraka, Nathanlia Damaraka, to give to me a calm spirit. They ain't saying that, man. On top of that, they're not following the truth, man. They're not in the truth. So Lord Yabashim Ashab says, well, he don't hear sinners, man. Right. He said in Second Esdras, the sinners of my people, shall be are going to perish, man. And not only that, these other nations, they're not the Lord's people. So guess what? They're going to perish as well, man. So there's a lot of things that you're going to come, with yeah. Hey, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. You not having to work, man. Because you're not having to deal with these sort of things, man. But it does say, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. So I mean, unless you got some sort of income coming in, it's gonna be hard in those times, man. And not only is it just like physical work, man. It's doing this work, man. So if you're doing this work, then yeah, you're gonna be good, man. If you're not doing this work, you know what I mean. It's gonna be a little hard, man. If you're a true believer in Yahbashim Shah, man, that's gonna help you too in calling upon that name. But in this time, it says money is a defense, man. So you got to use the world and not abuse the world. So use whatever is given to you and help that to ultimately prepare for what is to come, man. Brothers don't have full-fledged bug out bags, but just in case, man, you got a pack of water in the back of your car just in case shit happens, to stay ready, man. You know what I mean? So it's that right there shows you a fear as well, man. Whereas other people, man, they're going and relying on this food and stuff like that. Whereas we're relying on the Lord Yahbashim Shah, man. That water ain't gonna sustain you for a week, but it is what it is, man. The Lord Yahbashim Shah will guide you after then, But anyways, getting back to what we're saying, man, this famine of this gas, man. It's crucial, man. It's gonna take a big toll on a lot of people, man. Where were we at?
Second Esdras. Let me go back to that in Second Esdras 15. Those are the two I was holding. Second Esdras 15 or Second Esdras 9? What am I pull something else?
What was Second Esdras 15? 5 verse 5.
Yeah.
Can I read that again and we'll move on?
Come on, I'll just jump down to verse 6 too. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled." And just to add real quick too, I just saved a video which is happening up in Saudi Arabia, man, and I think a town called Medina. It's like, I don't know if you've seen that, bro, but there's a bunch of locusts, man. Like, the dude was recording the video, and they literally look like sand. There were so many of them. We're talking billions of locusts, man.
Yeah, I didn't see that, bro. That's crazy.
Those locusts are getting bad too, man, in different parts of the world. So these are just plagues. I just wanted to add that. We're creating more plagues. How Watchmen is plaguing this place with, because wickedness had to exceedingly pollute the whole earth, man.
Bro, that's crazy, man. So hey, man, that right there is just solidifying more, of Second Ezra 9. Which, if you want to go back to that, we can finish that out.
This is Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 2. Then shalt thou understand. We'll start from the top.
Yeah, go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself."
And that's what we're doing, man. By going and reading these precepts, talk, and getting that understanding. That's what we're doing, man. We're measuring the time now diligently in itself, man. We're getting that understanding, man.
And when thou seest part of the science past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And the Lord Yahweh Shai is doing that, man. He's visiting. Why? Because he's casting that judgment, man. He's sending these angels, these evil angels, out to basically, he says what, man? There in Sirach chapter 39, it says what? There are angels created for vengeance, and that's what these angels are doing, man. They're taking vengeance upon these people, man. By way of famine, by way of destruction, It's like here, just keep my incense burning, man. Helps the aura, man. Be peaceful around here. You got fucking demons walking about, so yeah, it'll help, man. So I recommend it. If you ain't got one, man, get one. Get you an incense holder, man. Light some incense, man. It helps, man. But go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Man. So and this is crazy, man, because the famine of this gasoline is already creating sort of an upward, man. People are panicking. People, and they're not necessarily protesting like they are about the BLM, Antifa, these alphabet soup groups, and so on and so forth. I know, right? It's funny, but they're not protesting like that. But eventually they will, man. If they're talking about which we're getting into. We got a couple articles to pull up, man. Just to solidify exactly what we're talking about, man. And we're gonna break them down. We're gonna go into scripture, about them. But and we're gonna show you a couple pictures that we literally just found out that the brothers are already posting, man. Brothers are showing and shit like that, man. So we're gonna go into those, and Lord willing, again, Lord willing, this whole lesson so far, and further on will be edifying. Lord willing, Yahweh Shai can guide this lesson. But yeah, man, we're gonna try and hit everything we can on this, man. But what do you got right there?
I just have a quick one in Luke 21. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon earth." You see, so there's going to be signs also upon the earth. It says, "And upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity." You see, when you go inside word perplexity, it basically, pretty much captures, the mindset of these people, man. Why that word perplexity goes into the inability and being incapable to deal with the situation or a problem faced. So these people are going to be incapable to deal, like the brother's breaking it down beautifully, man. When people can't get their gas, can't get to work. If you can't get to work, you can't sustain food. If you can't sustain food, you ultimately go crazy, man. These people, that's ultimately going to result in a lot of evictions, man. These people aren't going to be able to pay their rent, and then that's going to cause riots, People are going to be tired of that situation, There's nothing you can do. Verse 25, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves warring. That's a lot of people are going to be in that mind state of being, pretty much in panic mode, man, 24/7. While the men of the Lord, even the women, man, of the elect, women of the elect, man, be keeping that calm mind. Because what does the scripture say? That He has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of a sound mind, man. So we're not going to be like these other people because why? We have the Holy Spirit to guide us, man. You know.
Oh man, that's powerful, man. It's beautiful, man. So ultimately, man, we're gonna hit these articles real quick. We're gonna pull them up on here so you can see them, but then I'm gonna read them on the phone, just to make it easier.
Full screen or
no, not full screen. Yeah, pull that one up. Yeah, man. So this is gonna be the first one that we pull up. Yeah, start with go up a little bit.
Up a little time.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We're gonna start right here. Now, as of right now, man, we're recording the whole screen, so we can't see your comments or anything like that. So don't feel bad. If we don't get to your precepts or whatever, man. We're just reading it. We're gonna focus on the lesson right now. But this is it says drivers start scrambling for gas as pipeline shutdown continues. It says drivers alongside, which we'll keep it right here, so that way you understand what the hell's going on while we read it. But this article says the exact same thing. I'm pulling up right here as the same. This is the same CBS. So whatever I'm reading is the same thing that's on here. You can check it out for yourself. Actually, we'll read along. It says drivers alongside of the parts of the East Coast are feeling the immediate effects of the shutdown of the Colonial Pipe following a ransomware attack. Reports CBS News Laura Podesta. Some waited an hour or more on lines at gas stations before filling up or learning the pumps had run dry. That's crazy, man. It says in Marion, South Carolina, Yashika Wiggins. Now we're gonna stop right there. Of course, they're gonna have. Look at the names, man.
Yashika Wiggins.
Right, but look at the reporter, Laura Podesta. That's probably a Hispanic woman, so-called Hispanic woman.
Right.
And then Yashika Wiggins. Listen to what she said. Listen to what Yashika Wiggins said. It says, it was unbelievable. When I was driving today, I thought it was a catastrophe coming. I've seen all these cars waiting, and I was like, OMG, I have to fill up my tank. So right there, they're already showing you that, hey, Jake is the number one to flip out, man. When really, you see a whole bunch of pictures that the brothers posted, which I'm going to grab that real quick. A brother posted a picture, and it's fucking funny, man. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's fucking Edomites tripping, man.
Yeah.
It's the fucking, I don't know if y'all can see it very well. Just get a good picture. It's Edomites tripping. They're grabbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cases of fucking gas. She was talking about how she has to fill up. And that was the brother endure these last days. Go ahead, beautiful brother, man. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. But they're trying to make it as though Jake is the one that's out here tripping, man. But really, it's you Edomites that are tripping, man. You doomsday preppers. A lot of doomsday preppers are fucking Edomites, man. One, because Esau, Edom, they're and I heard this from a lot of the older brothers, man. Esau's afraid of death, man. That's why Esau does any and everything it can. These what is it? These revitalizing creams and the doing the adrenochromes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Esau
right.
wants to stay young forever, man.
Right.
Esau's afraid of death, whereas you got Jake. Jake, when he's coming close to death, make amends, kiss your family, and pass on. The Jake ain't afraid of death, man.
Right.
Whereas Esau's afraid of death, but they're gonna steady paint a picture as if you Jakes are the ones that is out here tripping, man.
And it sucks too, because when you go and look into the families of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Indian, not I would probably say a good 90% of the families don't have the men in the house, man. So you got a woman which, according to the scriptures, is the weaker vessel. Here she is trying to raise her kids by herself, man. And all this shit happens, and her ultimate mentality is going to be in fear. That's why you read, as it says, they're panic buying, man.
Calm.
You know, these people, hey, you got a lot of single moms. You even got, men that are fucking afraid, man.
Yeah, you do.
Because the real man is a man of the Lord.
Right.
You know, that's why they're in that panic mode, because they don't have faith.
Con, I'll just roll down. I don't know if I has it on here. The rest of it.
Con.
Oh yeah, it does. But it says right here, the South was being hit hardest, and you know who lives in the South, man? Yep. Majority of you Jakes, man.
That's right, man.
You know, it says the South was being hit hardest. Late Monday night, almost 6.5% of gas stations in Virginia were out of fuel. According to Travel App Gas Buddy, it said more than 1% of stations in North Carolina and Florida had no gas. It says North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper declared a state of emergency and suspended some regulations to make sure the state had enough fuel. And availability may not be the only issue. Right, man. So right now, we're going to go into our second article. We'll come back to this one, man. But this is, this is going to outline the regulations that are happening in North Carolina, because the elites who are really in control of everything right now, man. The elites like to start their little issues small and work their way up to
gradualism.
Yeah, gradualism. Esau Edom loves gradualism, man. Working their way into those big issues. But this is right here. This is not the same exact not the same one, because I couldn't find the same article, but this basically goes over the amendment that, or executive order that they had gone into. But I'm gonna read the one that I got, so you can read this one and follow along, listen to what the one I'm reading. All these apps that all the articles that I'm pulling off of, they're all from the Newsbreak app. You know what I mean? It basically gives you, it's like an alternative news site that gives you a lot of, what's going on, man.
Right. Right.
And really, it goes into a lot of the deaths that are happening too, man. So it shows you that the Lord Yabashim Shah is really, he's really here, man. He's really, his judgment, as the brother had brought out earlier, before we, cut on the live stream, man, Lord Yabashim Shah is known in the judgments in which he executed, man. And right now, he's executing all different types of fucking judgment, man. If you want to bring that out, because I know you're probably going to get it.
Psalm 9:16 come.
Yeah, Bible Show.
Yep. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9 and verse 16. It says, the Lord is knowing by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higayon Salah.
Come, man. And right now, this right here is a judgment, because those that are really going to be hit are 2/3 of Jakes and you other nations, man. When that Arctic storm happened in Texas, the brothers were protected, man. There was one brother on a whole street.
I remember that. Yeah,
his house his power didn't go out, man.
He even spoke out about it. Yeah, that's
what I mean, because he's a man of the Lord, man. The Lord Yabashim Shai says, in Psalm 34, his ears are open unto the cry of the righteous, man. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, man. So he's gonna hear them and protect them, man. It says Psalms 91 tells you, he that abideth in the secret place of the Most High, which is the scriptures, this truth shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And that shadow, I go into a parable, or not parable, but an analogy about it. When you're especially in Arizona, we know about this. When you're in the hot heat, you go and stand under a tree and it shades you. What is that doing? It's defending you. It's protecting you from those hot rays of the sun, man. So that's what the Lord Yabashim Shah is going to do, man. He's going to protect us from that judgment that's going to come upon, the world, man.
All right, quick one, real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 20, verse 6. Just backing up the brother, man. If we are the elect, man, marvelous things are going to happen for us, man. It says Psalm chapter 20 and verse 6. Now know I that the Lord saveth his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand, which right hand, who sits on the right hand side of the heavenly follow Yahweh, man. That's Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashma Shai is going to be making intervention for us, man. That's why it says, who shall lay any charge to the Most High's elect? For it's the Most High justifies, man. So the elects are going to be taken care of regardless of circumstance, regardless of situation that they're faced with, man. Because why? They're gonna have faith, We have to be in the mentality of, that, hey, that we are the elect. We don't know. We have to have faith that you're the elect, man. Because if you believe you're the elect, you're going to be doing what the elect's supposed to be doing, man. You know, whatever is in your mind, man, your actions are gonna follow, and you know what I'm saying, gonna be manifested. So if you don't believe that, you know, that you're the elect, you're really not in this for the right reasons, man. You're really not even in this at all.
Yeah, really.
You know, we're seeing these things come to pass, and you know, we're hoping that Yahweh Bashar will have mercy on us, man. That's the whole point of you being in this truth and putting forth that work, man. Because He saved His anointed.
God, Slocky, can you grab Psalm or Proverbs 10 and verse 3?
Yep.
You know, because that's what's gonna happen, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, it says in I think it's in Psalm somewhere, that, you know, He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, man. You know,
that's right there, yeah.
God, man. You know, but it says right here, Psalms or Proverbs 10 and 3. Go ahead.
Comes the book of Proverbs, chapter 10 and verse 3. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but He casteth away the substance of the wicked.
Right, man. And that word famish goes into what? To starve, to be hungry, to need. You know what I mean? So in that time, you know, when because you know when gas prices rise, food prices rise, man. You know, right. So not only people are going to be hit on one end, they're going to be hit on two ends, man. You know, it's not going to be just one. So really, you know, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah is going to make it to where the righteous, those that are following the law, statutes, commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, are going to have everything they need, man. You know. He you know, and the brother had brought this up, you know, from I can't remember what elder you said you got heard it from, you know, but that these doomsday preppers, man, they could be gathering all this shit just for you.
Yeah, I believe that was Elder Karas's on, man.
You know, so really, you know, it could be like that, man. You know, they can have 10 packs of, you know, 40 waters, you know, that's 400 fucking waters, you know, and really, you know, all hell fucking breaks loose. Everybody's tripping, but the Most High guides you to His house where nobody's touching all that fucking water, and now all of a sudden you got 400 fucking bottles of water, whereas everybody, you know, that's on your fucking block is tripping, killing each other for some water. You know what I mean? So who knows, man? You know, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, He takes care of those that are going to do His will, man. So in the time of, you know, famine of gas, you know, the shortage of gas, you're ultimately gonna, you know, you're gonna be protected, man, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah is gonna make it. You know, you might even see a gas station that's 10 cents lower than everybody around you, man. You know, than every other fucking city or every other block that's around you is 10 cents lower, but no one's there. And you're the first person there. Who knows, man? You know, we don't know how the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah He thinks, you know. So just as long as you have faith, He's gonna work those miracles, man. You know?
Con.
But unless you got something, we're gonna go into this article real quick.
Con, a quick one. This is with the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them, man. You know, so we're going to be in the midst of this. We're going to be in the midst of these times, man. You know, of seeing all hell just completely break loose and chaos come past the world. But, you know, Yahweh Bashar is going to make it to where we say He shall give the angels charge over thee to keep thee in all that ways that's like foot dash against the stone. You know, so them angels are going to be around us constantly, man. Especially, they're around us now. You know, especially in the times that we're really going to need Yahweh Bashar, man, because why? The soul of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High. Lord willing, you know, we're the elect because that's what it's talking about, man. That's the righteous, man. You know? That was it, man.
All right, man. You know, that's beautiful, man. So ultimately, we're going to go into this article real quick. You know, we're going to read it because it was talking about how Governor Roy Cooper, you know, was making regulations to make it to where everybody gets fuel. And what that speaks out to me, you know what I mean? We're going to read it ultimately, but it says, and guess what? Now they're going to start taking control of who gets the gas or not.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So this is a article. It says Governor Cooper declares state of emergency, begins fuel regulation. Now, in the article that we read before, it says what? That he had, what did it say? He stopped or shut off different regulations. Let me go back and read it. It says, it goes, and this stuff going back to the first article. It says North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper declares state of emergency and suspends some regulations to make sure that the state has enough fuel. Now, in this article, it's saying that he's beginning fuel regulations. You know, so he's not suspending; he's really beginning fuel regulations. You know what I mean? So that right there is, you know, that's wishy-washy, man. You know, the Elder Manasseh Zakbar, he's always telling you, you know, go into multiple articles, man, read it and go deeper than, you know, just face value, man. You know. So it says right here, North Carolina Governor Roy. This is the second article. Going back to the second article, and it says North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper declared a state of emergency for North Carolina on May 10th in an effort to ensure there are enough fuel supplies after a cybersecurity attack temporarily shut down a pipeline in the United States. Now it says temporarily, man, but they're saying that it's shut down, but it says temporarily right here, man. So you got to pay attention to the words that are being used, and you'll understand. Okay, well, they're saying it's shut down, but if it's only temporary, why is it not back up and running? You know what I mean? Because it said it was shut down on May 7th.
And on top of that, a lot of articles too, they're calling it like a cyber attack. So they're not even, this damn devil, man, he's through, man. His deceit, it's just to us, Lord willing, with the elect, the mercy and grace of how about we can see right through this damn devil, man.
But it says right here, Executive Order 213. It said the temporary shutdown of the Colonial Pipe on May 7th may cause a disruption in the delivery of fuel oil, diesel, jet fuel, and gasoline alongside other refined petroleum products. It says in a quote, it says the uninterrupted supply of refined petroleum products, including but not limited to fuel oil, diesel, jet fuel, and gasoline, is essential for the health, safety, or economic well-being of persons or property in North Carolina, and any interruption in the delivery of those products threatens the public welfare and executive order. Now, didn't we just go through that? If like this gas affects a lot of things, it affects you being able to get to work, it affects your food supply, it affects everything, man. So really it's like a snowball rolling downhill, man. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, man. Right. The problems are going to ultimately escalate at the end of the day, man. It's not just going to be one problem, and that's what these elites they want, man. They want, because they even have it. I think it's the elder apostle Remlov went into it, the Latin of what is it, ordo ab chaos or something like that, order out of chaos. You know what I mean? So that's what these damn devils they want, man. They want order out of chaos. So, but first, for them to create order, there has to be chaos.
Yep.
So they're going to create that chaos, man. They're going to simulate it. Just keep reading. It says a state of emergency will allow the state to exercise the powers and duties to direct and aid in the response to, recovery from, and mitigation against emergencies, according to the executive order. So what they're doing, man, what does that say that they're doing? They're now taking control of who gets gas and who don't get gas.
And how do they even determine who gets it and who doesn't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How would they even go about that? Seeing, certain families, man, going without. You can see on their faces they're just tired, exhausted, worried that they're not going to get what they need, and you're just showing them a way. How are you going to decide that, man?
What's crazy? A lot of these so-called white neighborhoods, they're not going to be hit that hard.
No.
You Jake neighborhoods, you so-called blacks, you so-called Native Americans, you so-called Latinos, you're going to be hit the hardest of this, man.
That's how
as we read in the first article, man, the southern states were hit the hardest. Why all of a sudden is it the southern states? Because I can tell you right now, Tennessee, I drove to Tennessee. I drove through Kentucky. I've been there. Those are not black states, bro. So-called black states. I've been there. Those are redneck states. There's a lot of so-called white folks that live there.
The majority of those doomsday preppers are Edomites, man.
You know what I mean?
Or Moab or somebody. Very rarely do you see a Jake trying to doomsday prep, man, because Jake isn't in his right mind. He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
Until all shit hits the fan. Jake has a real problem with doing things late or right before, they need to do something.
And what's crazy? You to get through to North and South Carolina, you have to go through Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia. You have to go through those areas. Now, Virginia is a so-called black state. I've been there. I went, I used to wrestle, stuff like that. So I went there for nationals and shit, and I was able to walk, their little sort of boardwalk kind of thing, you know what I mean? So you saw a lot of Jakes there, man, So, yes, there are, majority of those states that are in the South are, from the middle of the East Coast down are a lot of Jakes. But there's a lot of so-called white states in there, too, that they're not even mentioning. You know what I mean? So that right there just stuck out to me, man, But again, it says right here, man, they're basically gonna it says allow the state to exercise powers and duties to direct and aid in the response to, man. So really what they're gonna do is they're gonna pick and choose. And we know that Esau Edom, go into the scriptures, which we're going to talk about this real quick, man. This right here, we're going to explain this because this right here, this is going to show how much Esau has a hatred for Jacob, man. Can you go to Genesis 3 and I think start at 14? We're gonna break that down, man, because you think that Esau loves you, you think Esau cares about you. He don't, man. This so-called white man, he really does hate you, man. Started where it says beguiled Eve, the serpent beguiled Eve. I think it's 14 or 15. It might even be at like 17 or 18.
Okay. Let's see.
Because and this is this is going all the way back to the time of Adam and Eve, man. Esau, Edom, the spirit of Esau has always hated that Jake spirit, man. Genesis 3 and
I feel like I'm looking right past it.
probably. Let me see.
Yeah, come on.
Here, I'll grab it. I'll grab it in my script because I have it highlighted. And again, we're just gonna prove this, man. Because Esau hates your fucking guts.
Serpent beguiled me and I did eat.
You started.
That's at verse 13.
Yeah, you started verse 13.
Hey, come. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 13. And the Lord power said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done?
Because she ultimately, that serpent is going into Esau, man. Esau was, this is a man. The serpent is not an actual fucking snake. Do you see snakes talking nowadays? No. So guess what it was? It was an actual man, that ultimately, and that fruit of good and evil is what, man? The doctrine of these damn devils, man. That she was ultimately beguiled to get into the understanding or the ways of these damn heathens, man.
Right.
And she fell for it. The woman, again, the brother brought out, man. The woman is a weaker vessel, so that's why the serpent went to the woman and not to Adam, man. She's the weaker vessel. She's gonna fall for it, man. Women are very gullible, man. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 13, and the Lord power said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Right. So she basically, owned up to what she did. The serpent beguiled me. Well, at first she tried to blame the serpent, but it's really, your responsibility. He told you what not to do, and you still did it anyways, man. Keep going.
Come. Verse 14, and the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and it's like it.
No, you good, bro.
And dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Now we can prove right there that is Esau fucking Edom. Can you grab Isaiah 34, and I think it's verse 7, the people of my curse?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, grab that. Because that's telling you right there. That tells you right there that this is Esau Edom. This is a scripture breaking that down, man. This is a scripture that's talking about the destruction, but who is destruction going to come upon? The people of the Lord's curse, man. Those that have been cursed since the time of Adam, man.
Okay, he said Isaiah 32?
34.
34, kind of. Verse 4.
No, I think it's verse 7. Or verse 5.
Okay, yeah, I got it right here.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 5. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in the heaven.
Let's talk about those ICBM nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Idumea is an ancient, how America's ancient Babylon. Idumea is ancient Edom, man. This is where the Edomites dwelt, man. Go ahead.
It shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
The people of my curse, which is Esau, Edom, man. That's why when Esau was born, Isaac, he was astonished and he called him. He basically called Esau Ishashawan. That's what it means, you know. And the lack of pigment going into Leviticus, lack of pigment is what a curse.
Yeah,
So
leprous,
that
man.
yeah, you know, so that right there is explaining who is cursed above all cattle. That's Esau, Edom, man. You know, and the cattle being what these other nations, man. It's like these other nations, man. You know. Go back to Genesis, unless you got something.
Okay, I'm going to Genesis chapter 3.
Yeah.
God.
And read verse 14 again, and then go to 15.
God. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, and verse 14. It says, "And the Lord power said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
That does represent a confusion. Go ahead.
And I will put enmity
But Jeremiah 6:2, it tells you what? Israel is likened unto a comely and delicate woman. You know, so that right there is telling you that Israel is that woman and Esau is the serpent. We already broke that down. He's the person that's cursed, man. You know, so there's going to be hatred between Esau and Jacob, which you can read in Genesis Genesis 27 when Jacob had got the blessing. He supplanted, you know, that's what Jacob means, supplanter. You know, so he supplanted Esau,
right,
for that you know, for that blessing. He didn't steal it because Esau already had sold it to him, man. You know, but Esau thought he was going to be able to sell something to him, and then, you know, like they like to say, Indian give, you know, that he was going to get his blessing anyway. He sold it to him, but yet he gonna fuck around and get the blessing.
Right.
That's not how it works, man. You know.
That's making sure it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, man, just pulling y'all back up, man, so we can see, you know, see what's going on. But yeah, man, you know, so Esau got supplanted by Jacob, you know, because again, that's what Jacob means. You know, he got supplanted. He took what was rightfully his, man. It got sold to him, so he took what was rightfully his, you know. And then what did Esau say? He said, "The day of my father's mourning is at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob." And before that, it says what? Esau hated his brother for the blessing, man. You know? So that right there, man, Esau has been hating, you know, and on top of that, Ezekiel 35:5, thou hast had a perpetual hatred, you know, basically against, you know, the Israelites, man, your brother, man, you know. Esau has a perpetual hatred against you, Jakes, man. He's not gonna let up, man. You know, that's not gonna be something that, you know, he's just gonna sit there. Oh, well, it's been 400 years of me slaving you. I love you now. No, fuck that shit, man.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
Colin, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, "The burden of the word by the Lord to Israel by Malachi."
It's like it.
Colin, it says, "I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." You know, so, hey, ultimately, man, Yahweh Bashmashah loves Jacob, man. You know, these so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American Indians who ultimately have returned back into this word, man. You know, who've ultimately returned back to the true names of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. You see, so he hates Esau, man. You know, because Esau, all he does is wickedness, man. He's the man of sin. He's like a son of perdition. You know, decreeing these unrighteous decrees. How are you gonna make it to where you can look a family dead in their eye, look at man in his eye, and tell him that his kids aren't gonna be able to eat? Because that's basically what it comes down to.
Yeah.
If he can't get to work, he's not gonna be. And these damn jobs, that just goes to show the sympathy they have, man. None, because what's happening now? A lot of that unemployment is being taken away from certain households, man.
Right.
You know, and then they're not even giving you some people are getting it, you know, for a week, and then every 2 weeks they will get some, and then they're getting like an additional 300. But that's all being taken away now, man. And these damn devils know that these people have kids, man. it wasn't say the tender mercies of the wicked or cruel. You know, Esau Edom is wicked as hell, man. That's why I'm gonna read that one more time, man. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord. He's talking to Jacob. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. You know? So that right there, that just goes to show who the Most High, you know what I'm saying, who he cares for, man, who he's dealing with. You know? He's not dealing with everybody, man. He's dealing with the sons and the descendants of Jacob, man. You know, which falls upon us to this day. We would be those descendants, man. You know?
Man. So ultimately, we're gonna get back to this article, man. We still got, you know, to finish out the first article. We're gonna make this one a little bit quicker, and then we're gonna it's real short. You know what I mean? We'll finish this one out, get back to the first one, finish that one out, and then hop on the third one, and then you know, we'll end it, man. You know, this is it says right here. I'll read this last verse again. This is on the second article. It says the state of emergency. Okay, we'll go back to it. It says the state of emergency will allow, which you already read all that, so you can go right here. The state of emergency will allow the state to exercise the powers and duties to direct and aid in the response to, recovery from, and mitigation against emergencies according to the executive orders. The executive order said on May 9th, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration issued Regional Emergency Declaration 2021-002 to provide relief for commercial vehicle operations. The unanticipated shutdown of the Colonial Pipeline due to a ransomware cyber incident and network issues that affect the supply of refined petroleum products, including but not limited to fuel oil, diesel, jet fuel, and gasoline, constitutes a state of emergency for the state of North Carolina. So guess what? Now it's going from an attack to an incident. On top of that, now they're adding in network issues. So, okay, which one is it, man? Is it network issues or is it an actual cyber attack, man? You know?
Double-minded men.
You know what I mean? They're unstable in all his ways. So Esau, by reading these things, man, we know that you're going down, man. You know? This shit don't even fucking make sense, man. For those that, you know, that are paying attention, this shit don't even make sense. What is it, a cyber fucking attack from Russians? Or is it going to be a fucking cyber incident? Because an incident, who knows, man? It could have been something so fucking small that you decided to shut it down, man.
And that right there, that's just, you know, propaganda, man. You know, Esau Edom just wants you to hate everybody else so that when he goes and starts wars, you're on his side, man. You saw that with the whole election with Donald Trump, man. You know, he pretty much said that Russians, you know, rigged the election, all this, that, and the third. You know, the whole 9/11 shit, man. Me and the brother were talking about that too, you know. A lot of people that were actually there said there was no plane, but it was an explosion. But that's a whole nother topic for another day, man. The point is, these damn devils, they're crafty, man. They're deceitful, you know.
Man. You know, so I'm just going to drop down to this last little paragraph talking about the executive order. It says the executive order is effective immediately and shall remain in effect for 30 days or the duration of the emergency, whichever is less. So how do you know it's not going to last longer than 30 days?
Right.
It says whichever is less. How do you know it's going to last less than 30 days? You know what's crazy? The brothers were talking about May Day. And guess what started happening after May Day?
Yep.
Everything started getting fucking worse.
Yep. It's going to continue to get worse, man, because you have a bunch of Messiah's plague in this place, man, with judgment.
And the Abaratazah, it'll happen faster and faster because we're seeing it happen faster and faster.
Right.
America has issues on its own fucking soil, and it's got issues everywhere else. And you're telling me America ain't going to be fucking destroyed? America's going to come back to the way it used to be?
Hell no, man.
Hell no, man. You know, going back to that first article, man, you know, because we know that whole regulation thing that they're what's more?
That's cool.
That whole regulation thing that's going on is really them being able to say, you know, we're issuing an executive order to be able to control who gets gas or who doesn't, man. Not only, you know, on top of that, you know, Americans, you know, a huge chunk of Americans don't have fucking jobs now.
Yep.
They were saying, you know, Creepy Joe was saying that, you know, by April he was going to be able to bring in 100 million jobs. What is that? 1 million jobs, 1.5 million or something like that. But guess what? Only 250,000 were brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Less than a quarter of what he told the Americans were going to be brought in and created. So now not only you looking fucking dumb as shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. You know, but I'm gonna go back to the first article. We're gonna finish this out. We ain't got too much left on this. And then we'll go to that second article. But this right here, man, this is crucial, man. You know, it says right here, we'll read back where the North Carolina governor says North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper declared a state of emergency and suspended some regulations to make sure the state has enough fuel. Now we just read, you know, what this was going into, you know what I mean, and how this is really, you know, them try to control the gas situation, man. You know, I'll leave it right here so y'all can see. That really, you know, people are lining up, man. People are, you know, trying to, you know, they're panicking, man. You know, it says if this outrage goes past the end of the week, prices could spike pretty dramatically, said Kevin Book of Clearview and in the pipeline if the pipeline remains shut for more than 2 or 3 days. Dropping down. It says around the nation, gas prices range from a high of $4.10 in California to a low of $2.61 in Mississippi. Major airlines, including American Delta, United, and Southwest, reported no significant impact as of Monday. But it says what, man? What is the type of fuel that's being a shortage? Jet fuel, diesel, and fuel oil. But yet no airline is affected.
Damn.
No airline is affected. You know? That right there lets you, hey man, you put these things together. Okay, if there's a shortage of fuel, period, and you're including jet oil or jet fuel, so why are none of these fucking airlines affected at all? Man, that right there is, you know, so there's something fishy, man. You just gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. You know, it says right here, the FBI says a group of Russian cyber criminals who call themselves Dark Side is behind the disruption. It says the pipeline company was forced to pause the line's operation after the hackers accessed its computer system. Now, we had said it was what? A cyber, they said it was a cyber attack, a cyber incident, and now they're saying that, guess what? They hacked their system, but they personally stopped the pipeline. Okay, so what was it? Was it a network issue? Was it a cyber attack, a cyber incident? Or was it you shutting it down?
They don't know, man.
They don't know, man. You know?
Well, they do know, but they ain't gonna tell you, man.
They ain't gonna tell you shit. You know? They're gonna keep running you around.
Chase, man.
You know what I mean? So it says right here, President Creepy Joe Biden said Monday he doesn't think the Russian government is to blame. Okay, well, that doesn't make any sense. You said it was Russian. Why didn't you just say a vigilante group or whatever?
Right.
You know what I mean? It says, I'm going to be meeting with the President Putin, and so far there's no evidence based on from our intelligence people that Russia is involved, although there's evidence that the actors' ransomware is in Russia. You know?
Yep.
It says U.S. officials and Colonial Pipeline say they hope to get fuel flowing again later this week. They insist there's no significant shortage yet. So then why are you having people flipping the fuck out, man? You're posting on media so heavily that it's causing people to panic, man.
Yeah.
This is part of your agenda, man.
Right.
If there's no shortage yet, why are you even talking about it? You know what I mean? That shit just don't make any sense, man. You know, it says right here, and this is the last little bit of this article, man. You know, it says right here, the company said Monday a portion of the pipeline is back online under manual control. What? So now it's back online, but yet it's still shut down?
But then it was hacked.
that goes right into them picking and choosing who they're gonna give that gas to, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
See, the average individual is not looking into these things. What does it say? The wise man looketh into his goings, man.
Look at where onto his goings, man.
Because when you go into that word wisdom, man, it goes into being prudent, man. And I think it says a prudent man looketh well into his goings, which is synonymous with being wise.
But it tells you what, a fool will believe it every word
and passeth on in his punish, man.
Come on, man.
Here it is. Yahweh Bashmal Shai setting up, man, to pretty much expose this devil and show you, the reality of the things that are taking place. But you want to continue to believe in the lie. And that's the Most High sitting that strong delusion, man. Because you chose not to love of the truth, that you might be saved. But you continue to shun it. You continue to put it away. And that's why the brother's reading, as you can see on the screen, a lot of people are in panic mode. It says panic buying causes gas shortages after pipe. And this is going to continue to happen, man. When you go into that word panic, I got it right here real quick.
Go ahead.
This is the definition of the word panic. On Google, it says sudden, uncontrollable fear or anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. And these people, they're not thinking, man. They're not moving. All these people that you see in these cars are not moving in faith, because ultimately, man, if you're moving in faith, you're a baby, man, I'm going to go home. The Lord got me, because nobody's going to be thinking like that besides the elect. And there's just some more synonyms. It says anxiety, fear, dread, terror, disquiet, horror, nervousness. People are nervous as hell, man.
You nervous because you got a quarter tank left that you ain't gonna be able to make it to work tomorrow.
That's why it says in the book of Proverbs, man, that if thou faint in the day of adversity, that strength is small.
And all these people are fainting right here, bro.
Yep, because ultimately, man, when you go into that word faint, I believe that goes into you pretty much stressing out, but what do the scriptures say, man? It says, I can do all things through Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, who strengthens me, man. So, Yahweh Shai is going to be strengthening us in these times, man. So, we don't got nothing to worry about. But these people, they're not relying on Yahweh. They don't even know Yahweh Shai, man. They don't care no more. See that word faint in the etymology, it goes into enfeebled, wearied, exhausted, cowardly, show weakness. It's just another quick one. It says, weak and likely to lose consciousness, lacking strength or vigor. That's the point, man. Pass out from weakness, physically or emotional distress. A lot of people are emotional, right, man? They have no stability in the mind.
And going back to that word panic, where you're making uncontrollable, stupid decisions, basically. It's fucking funny. I said these people are waiting in their cars for hours. You sitting there in your fucking car for hours, doesn't that eat gas doing that?
Yeah.
Fucking dumb, bro. These people are so fucking stupid, bro.
Right, man. Because what does it tell you, man? A man void of understanding, his hopes are vain. So these people hope that they can, get this gas and continue life as normal. But here it is, prophecy is continuing to come to pass.
God, didn't people panic about this toilet paper situation? But look,
a woman got stabbed.
Yeah, but look, fucking there's no shortage of goddamn toilet paper. Everything as far as toilet paper is back to normal.
And right, man, all toilet paper, gas, all this is the least, of your worries, man. Yahweh Shai got a lot more judgment coming, man. This is a pure sign of y'all are seeing it, man.
Yep.
There's different views in different places around it, because this is all over the United States right now, man. This isn't just in one part of it. This is all over. I believe it says 17 states declare a state of emergency.
Yeah.
From the article I was reading, man.
Yeah.
So this is on a global scale, and it's going to continue to get worse. And these are things that should boost our faith, man. Me and the brother was sitting here, call Allah Yahweh Bashmal Shai, man. He's moving. Look he's moving, man. All these things going on in the world are just confirming that this truth that we believe in with every inch of our body, every inch of our soul, it's true, man. We don't need nobody to come up, and nobody can do this. Nobody can come up to us and, like me and the brother, man. There's a dude came, he was bugged out.
Out.
He's probably gonna be in that same line tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Talk about Jesus this, Jesus that, man.
You know what I mean? Talk about we can be perfect in this life.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You can
whatever you say,
perfectly
man.
Retarded.
You
know what I mean? Man. But hey, man, we're gonna get into this last article, man. Try to make it a little quick, because I gotta work tomorrow fucking early. So Lord will, we can get into this, man, and what the fuck? Yeah, man. It won't let me pull it up on my phone. This is the exact same article. It's not like the second one. This is the exact same article. It says gasoline. It's locked here. We'll read it right here. It says gasoline demand spikes in several states after pipeline hack. It says a growing number of gas stations along the East Coast are without fuel as nervous. They panic.
Yeah. Right, yep.
Nervous drivers aggressively fill up their tanks following a ransomware attack that shut down the Colonial Pipeline. No, didn't we just read that they shut down the pipeline?
Yeah, see, it's changing, man.
Right. It says a critical artery for gasoline. The panic buying threatens to exacerbate the supply shock. As of 9 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday, 12.3% of gas stations in North Carolina. Didn't we read that it was only 1%?
Oh yeah,
and it was only 6-point-something% in Virginia. It was 1% in North Carolina and in Florida. Now it's the percentages are changing, and these articles came out around the same time. You know, it says 12.3% of gas stations in North Carolina and 8.6% in Virginia didn't have gasoline, according to the outage figures reported by Gas Buddy. So you're telling me Gas Buddy's reporting different numbers? You know what I mean? Man, these damn fucking devils, man. Always putting these fucking ads everywhere. It says an app that tracks fuel prices and demand. The Virginia figure was up from 7.7 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, while North Carolina was up from 8.5% previously. It says rising outages are also being reported at gas stations in Georgia, 8%, Florida, 3%, and South Carolina, 5.9%, according to Gas Buddy, which collects user reports and shares the information with the government during emergencies. Ooh, so that right there lets you know, man, they're paying attention, man. You know, panic buying is running stations into the region dry. Head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy told CNN Business. It says damn ads, man, damn demons, man. It says he warned that their irrational behavior could prolong supply issues for weeks.
Wow, see that goes back to our point made earlier through Spirit, man. This is going to continue to happen.
Yeah, con.
You know, people are gonna, and man, you being in that constant mentality of stress, that takes a toll on your mind, man. That's gonna up people. People are gonna start having riots. Right? People are gonna lose it, man. I need to feed my kids. I'm worried about my family, not yours. People don't care about. It says people are taking their entire family fleet of vehicles to the gas station and filling up when they don't need to.
Right, can't see? Go ahead.
It says Wright told CNN's Diane Gallagher, we are our own worst enemy in this situation because we are over consuming at the pump.
And didn't people do that with the fucking toilet paper?
It's the same thing. And you saw how bad that got. That was toilet paper. How much more gas when that actually benefits to you and your family, man?
Right.
Your income.
Right.
We're talking about toilet. That's for wiping your ass, man.
Right.
Now you can go get an old T-shirt or something, man.
Right. You know, cut that bitch up.
You know what I'm saying?
And then wash that motherfucker if you need to.
Yeah, if you really need to.
And you can reuse the shit. You know what I mean?
We're talking about practice.
Like going back to those old diapers where they were cloth. You had to wash it. When a baby shit in it, you wash the cloth.
Yeah.
And you fucking rewrap them in it. People had no problem in that time. But now all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Toilet paper. Oh, people gotta trip about it. Okay, well, guess what? I'm just being real. You fuck with my money, I'm beating your ass. How much more of these people? Because it says what? The love of many shall wax cold, because iniquity shall abound. The love of many wax cold. I ain't gonna kill you. I'm just gonna beat your ass. Yeah. These people are gonna kill you.
They'll kill you, man.
Over their fucking money, man.
They're not gonna be in their right mind. See, a lot of people are gonna have demons on them, man. You know, a lot of people got demons on them now. I've seen that all today. People are just in that wrath mode, man. I've seen 3 or 4 people come in, or 2 people come in today just full of anger, man.
Yeah, man.
You know? Because they're void of the light, man. You know? So a lot of people are going to come in, hey, that wrath's going to be on display. You know, people are gonna do what they gotta do. It says Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm pleaded with Americans not to hoard gas as the pipeline attempts to resume operations. It says, let me emphasize that much as there was no cause for, say, hoarding toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic.
Damn, did we just talk about that?
It's fair, man. There should be no cause for hoarding gasoline, Granholm said during Tuesday's White House press briefing, especially in light of the fact they don't know, man.
They don't know, man.
They don't know nothing, man. That's why you can't trust these people. It says demand for information on gasoline availability is so intense that Gas Buddy itself experienced outages.
Whoa.
People were spamming that.
Yeah, they were.
It says so users may experience periodic timeouts on its website and app.
Yeah.
Keep on reading on.
I mean that's. Yeah, I would say skip these first two right here and just go to that where it said I got scared.
Oh yeah. It says I got scared that I could not go to work or take my daughters to school.
Right, man, and that's gonna be a huge problem. People are not, and that's crazy. Touching on that, I got daughters sitting at home, bro, like, but for them, I got daughters at home. They're young, they ain't gotta go to school yet. My wife be telling me she be getting stressed out, but my wife, she's a strong woman, man. She's in the truth, you know what I mean? But and Tuari Yabashima Shah for giving me a woman in the truth. If you have a woman in the truth, hold on to her, man. That's scriptural, man. But yeah, she gets stressed out, man. But she ultimately goes and watches videos, and calms down, through the word, man. But these people out here, they don't have that. It says what? It says what in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18, wherefore comfort another with these words. So we're comforted, we're de-stressed, we're put at ease, sorta, reading these scriptures, man. But it's like these people don't have that, man. They don't have, a recharging port, man. They don't have a charging port. Where this is the scriptures where we get ease from, man, because we know this is the gospel. It's the good news, man. We walk around all day and get nothing but bad news. This is our good news, man. People don't have no good news, man. They walk around all day, every day, wake up with bad fucking news, man.
All right, I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, and verse 16. It says, and I will pray. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. He says, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwells with you and shall be in you, man. And that's concerning the elect, man. The elect are going to have, the Spirit of truth within them, which is Yahweh Shai. It says, I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. You see, so hey, that's how we get comfort, man. Is through Yahweh Shai, through the Spirit. But these people again, they don't have that comfort. So ultimately, man, what does that mean? If you don't have comfort, you don't have stability. If you don't have stability, you go crazy.
Right.
That's why it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time, man. Because we're gonna be applying these scriptures on the day to day, on the course of this walk that that we've being called into, man. The mercy and grace of Yahweh Bashmi Shai.
It says, comparing spiritual with spiritual. Now, how are you going to be able to compare spiritual with spiritual? By being in that spiritual mindset, man.
God, man, that was pretty much it, man. The Spirit of truth, Yahweh Shai, man. He's going to send the Holy Spirit to us, man, and comfort us through that, And that's something that you really, truly can't explain unless you go through it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all, y'all go through those days, you got so much on your plate. You're dealing with demons, dealing with your own flesh, dealing with work, and you just open up the book, get a few precepts, and they're right, they're the right precepts you needed, man. It's all through the Spirit. See how much I comforting you through the Spirit, man. These people, they're not the last thing they're gonna think about is opening up this book, because this is all the answers to every single one of our problems that we have now and that we're about to have. These people aren't gonna be looking into these things, man. Getting scared and shit,
Man. So we'll read that last paragraph and then hold on, let me. It's pretty long, so we'll probably just wrap it up.
Go ahead. Khan says, I got scared that I could not go to work or take my daughters to school. Florida resident Linderly Bedoya told CNN on Tuesday, All the gas stations in my area were without gas, and when I finally found one, I had to stay an hour in line, and I had to fill up with the premium unleaded.
See, that's stupid, man, because you sat there in an hour with your car running, wasting gas.
And you got to drive back to where you were, and it's like, man, these people.
Yeah, and it says I had to fill up with premium leaded. So really, people are going to start filling up with with gasoline that ain't even for their car. It's gonna fuck their cars up. So not only are you gonna not only are you gonna have problems with being able to get gas, now you're gonna have problems with your car.
And then them cars, a lot of what was that? I think it was called Hertz. It was like a car rental place.
Oh yeah, they're charging hundreds a day too.
Yeah, they got charged. They got hit hard when the whole pandemic started, man. I don't know what their current status is now, but a lot of people are gonna have to start renting cars, man.
Yeah. Well, even then, again, that right there is gonna take a chunk out of their fucking money because the other Apostle Tahar went into it that these rental cars are charging hundreds a day.
Wow.
Just to rent a car, man. So hey, man, you're gonna be SOL at the end of the day, man. With this hitting, you're gonna be SOL, man.
You're gonna be paying $100. What is that? Was that every other day? You said every other day?
No, every day.
Every day. So $100.
Hundreds a day. If you rent it for a week, bro, you're gonna
$700.
No, I said hundreds, plural.
Oh, hundreds. Oh, damn.
Plural. So it could be it could be like $200-$300 a day.
Right. Depending on the car you get to, so that makes sense. Yeah. On top of you not already having food, not being able to take your kids to school, so you gotta deal with them at home.
It ain't even worth it, man. It ain't even worth it at this point, man. You can't sell your car because people are already having a problem buying gas.
Right, so there's no need unless you salvage the parts. But
come on, man.
It's like at that point,
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. You know what I mean?
Don't keep going.
I mean that's really much. That's really it. On the article, y'all can pull it up yourselves and look it up. You know what I mean? All this, man. All these articles, man. They're gonna cause. Upward. What the heck?
Yeah, just gotta drag it up to the top. It does that.
Whoa, your shit is weird a little bit. But yeah, man. All this bullshit, man, is gonna cause uproars of the people. It's gonna cause sedition among men, and we'll actually grab that, and we'll probably end it out there. That. This is going to cause sedition, man. It's going to cause an uprising. It's going to cause people, to come up against one another, to steal their shit. Knock you off and take your shit, man. And that's what's going to happen, man. People are going to, wig the fuck out as her name was Yakisha or Yashika Wiggins, man. She gonna wig the fuck out. It's crazy. She's probably wearing a wig too.
Yeah, probably wearing a wig.
You know what I mean? That's why her name Wiggins. It's like y'all know a sister, man. She might be a good sister, man. But who knows, man. So we'll grab that. Second is 15, and you can start at 14. And yeah, we'll grab that. You can go all the way down. I think it was like 18.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
And it said, "Woe" meaning destruction, man. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Basically, what, man? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, as well as a lesser sword, which is what Esau Edom coming in and using his blessing, man. Go ahead.
It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands."
Man, that right there is talking about how Esau Edom, is gonna come up against you, Jakes, man, and they're gonna use their blessing, man. They're gonna start knocking you off, man. Taking your shit. As you see, we didn't share the picture with y'all where it was mainly Esau gathering up, man. Yes, they used, a Jake, or it sounded like her name would be a Jake. Jake always naming their kids some weird fucking names,
right,
So it was most likely a Jake that was, who that was. They're trying to use Jake as the forefront of tripping out, but really it's a lot of you Edomites, man. And Esau again is scared of death. Esau is scared of losing his blessing. So guess what he's gonna do, man? He's gonna come after you, Jakes, and say you're taking up all the gas, man. When it's really them. Hey, bro.
144.
Keep reading.
I'll read it again. Verse 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 15. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
Right, man. We're already seeing, those uproars of people where they're not giving no shits about the police officers. They're not giving shit about no
chucking rocks at them and shit, man.
Yeah, man, and hurting them.
Fire bombs. Yeah, a lot of officers that got injured up in that whole situation in Colombia.
And hundreds of police officers since then, man, have already, quit. They left. They resigned and said, you know what, I ain't doing with this shit, man. We're not gonna be used as that political, front to, for your agenda, man. They said, fuck that shit, man. So a lot of cops are quitting, man. So which means what? There's gonna be less force or less resistance when people start to, break out and start tripping, man. People are gonna ultimately they're just gonna be left to do their whatever they will, man. Like purge, man. The purge, which is what's coming. Go ahead.
Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able."
Right, man, because again, they're doing that regulation in North Carolina.
Man, it always does that.
Because these police officers, because these police officers, they're quitting. They're gonna say, "Fuck it, we have to bring in the military. We don't have enough of a police force at hand. Of enough of a force to ultimately line people up." And they're gonna do what, man? They're gonna bring in that military, and the military is gonna say, "All right, curfews this time. You can only do this. You can only do that. You have to have proof that you're able to go to work. You have to do this." You know what I mean? It's going to be a whole bunch of regulations, and people are not going to be able to travel in the city. They're going to cut down all traveling. They're going to do this, that, and the third, man. It's going to be a very harsh time, man.
That's starting now too with the whole, the whole jab situation, man. You can't even go to certain places like Hawaii or Australia, foreign countries as well, unless you have that damn proof of you know what I'm saying, you taking that damn thing, man.
Which really you can. I mean, they say here in America that it's only international flights, but I've heard that it's even regular flights across America, across states, man.
And the more that people take this damn jab, man, it's gonna kind of narrow down onto you who haven't taken it, man. Right. You're gonna look rebellious, and this damn devil doesn't want you to be. He wants you to be submissive, man.
They already pinned down that 20% of Americans haven't taken it. So, you know what I mean? They're coming down to the wire, man.
Yeah. So what's going to happen to where in a lot of places they're making restrictions, to where people who have it, it's not as bad.
Yep.
So how much more when the majority of people have taken it compared to, it outweighs, people who taken it compared to those who haven't taken it, and they're going to make it towards stores. And, hey, it's going to get bad out here, man. That's why you got to stay in these scriptures, man, and continue to measure the time diligently in itself, because a lot of stuff's going on, man. There's no reason for you to start losing faith, because as Elder Apostle Tahar said, man, that a lot of people fall out of this truth because and they get weak because they're not paying attention, man. If you see these things coming to pass, that should boost your faith, knowing that, hey, man, what does it say? You should know that these things were spoken of the days before you, man, even from the beginning. So you got to filter all these things that take place in the earth through the scriptures, man. Even if you got to sit out a whole day and just read, whatever you got to do to get closer to Yahweh Shema Shai, you got to do it, man. And stay watchful. Keep that watchful eye.
It's crucial, man. Go ahead.
2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." And if men are afraid, how much more the women, man? That's why if we're not, if you know what I'm saying, if for you women out there, it doesn't concern you if you have faith, because what do Yahweh Shai say, man? All things are possible to them that believe. And the only ones that are going to believe is the elect, man, the men, and the women as well, and even the children, those of you who have families out there, man. The men are going to be afraid. They're not, all the strength that dude got ain't going to matter, man. All the times he went to the gym and put in that work, it's not going to matter, man. The only thing that's going to matter is your faith and trust in the Lord, man. Go ahead. Verse 19, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And not just lack of bread, man. Lack of gas, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen that in those apocalypse movies too. They'll take your rice, they'll take your gas, they'll take your tires, they'll take anything that they can salvage and use for their own benefit, man.
Calm, man. So really, man, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be real bad, man. You have people coming up, and again, as it says in Daniel 12:1, it's gonna be like a time that had never been seen before, man. Which is ultimately gonna trickle into Jacob's trouble. The hour of temptation. Esau, Edom, in the midst of all that bullshit, man, he's gonna say, "Oh, I got an idea." Again, at order out of chaos. So he's saying, "Okay, I got an idea. This is how we're gonna make it back to the way we want, or back to the way it needs to be. You take this, and this will bring it back to the way it used to be." And really, as it says in Revelations 19-20, deceive them that took the mark. It's all deceivement, man. They're gonna tell you that oh, it's gonna be better if you take this. This is going to solve the issue at hand. Really, it's not, man. Revelations 14:9-10 tells you if you take the mark of the beast and worship his image, guess what? You're going to be destroyed, man. So that's how they're deceiving you. They're not telling you, okay, well, the Most High tells you not to. They're going to tell you that this is how you're going to get your life back, man. This is how you're going to get gas. This is how you're going to get, money to pay for your groceries. This is how you're going to get, these things that will ultimately take it away from you.
Right now we're panicked, man. People doing things unthinkably and uncontrollably because of sudden fear and anxiety. So when that day comes, when that chip is installed, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Well, fuck, man, I need to get this chip because I need to do this, that, and the third." The last thing they're gonna be thinking about is their faith, man, because it's not even gonna be there. It's nowhere to be found. For us, man, when we come across these things, Lord willing, Yahweh Bashman Shai, what I'm saying, Lord willing, with the elect, we're gonna see this shit. We're gonna be like, man, fuck that. If we gotta die, fuck it. If we gotta die from however, whatever, man. But our faith is that Most High will take care of us, man, regardless what happens.
Calm. So unless you got closing statements, man, we can just end it out on there, man.
Come on, man. I mean, that's pretty much. I'll just end it off with a scripture real quick in Second Ezra. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 74 says, Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Right? So we're seeing these things come to pass, man. And we know what it's building up to, man. Jacob's trouble, mass persecution aimed towards you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, FEMA camps, martial law, mark of the beast being mandatory, and ultimately World War III to be the cherry on top. So we know these things are going to come to pass. What did Yahweh Bashar say? He said, Hear, O ye my beloved, which is the elect, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. He's going to deliver us, man. It says, Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, man. All right, so ultimately, hey, we shouldn't be afraid, man. We can't doubt, but we have to trust in the Lord, and that's we say these things, man. And y'all hear these videos, or right now, where we're talking the talk. We're gonna have to walk the walk in due time, man. And Lord willing, we can walk it, with faith all the way into the end, man. So I was really the point on that. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is our God, man. Yahweh Bashar Shah will guide us through these times. It's our guide unto death, man.
Man. Can you actually grab one more scripture? Proverbs 2:10. That's powerful, man. Because again, the Lord Yahweh Shah is only gonna protect those, that get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now. As it says in Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord Yahweh Shah while he may yet be found, man. And he's able to be found, man. Even though in the midst of you seeing all these troubles, he's still able to be found. The prophets are still coming out here making video epistles, edifying, the sheep of the Lord Yahweh Shah, which is the elect, But yet, again, only the elect are going to pay attention, man.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, and verse 10. It says, When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee.
Now it says, when wisdom enter into thy heart, and thy heart goes into thy mind, man. So when you're laying up this wisdom, knowledge, or understanding, as it says, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at the times, and that strength of salvation, man. So when it says discretion shall keep thee, or discretion shall preserve thee, and wisdom shall keep thee, that word keep thee goes into what? To guard, man. To keep, just like it, to keep safe, to protect, by the wisdom, that the Lord Yahweh Shah has bestowed upon us, through His grace and mercy. That's how we're going to be able to, basically come out of these situations unscathed, man. Just like our ancestors did, man. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, Daniel, Samson, Apostle Paul, when he was revived, and then he finally endured until it was time for him to give up to the ghost. Apostle John and the Isle of Patmos, they overcame those situations, man. By Yahweh Shem Shah, by His words, man. By having faith, man. And especially in these times, man. We gotta have that faith, man. We gotta. Like it says in 2 Ezra 9:7, it says, whereby ye by your works and by your faith, whereby ye believe, you shall be saved, man. From said perils, man. So that's how you're gonna be. That's how you're gonna be saved, man. As if you have faith, you fear the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, you believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, and you're putting in the work to prove your faith, man. You're putting in the work to prove your belief and your fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, man. By multiplying those tokens with that which is given to you, man, which is His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. You got something else?
Just to back you up, actually, man. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 22. Let us draw near with a true heart, a true mind, and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. And that's that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Living waters. Verse 23 says, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for He is faithful that promise, man. So let us hold fast our faith without wavering, man, without being double-minded, without teeter-tottering. Hey, you gotta be real about what you believe, man. Stand on, be rooted and grounded, man. It says, for He is faithful that promise, man. Yahweh Shai told us that He would be with us in these days, man. He said that He will feed us and take care of us and pretty much supply all of our needs. So all we gotta do is believe in His words, man. And He'll get us through.
Man, and all you damn jakes that don't want to fucking listen, you're all perished, man.
That's right, man.
Man. But with that being said, man, you gotta close the statement. Man. So Lord willing, man, it will be edifying. Lord willing, y'all can follow along. Lord willing, man, it wasn't all over the place, tried to keep it, on topic, the best of our ability, man, while bringing out scriptures, but again, Lord willing, it was edifying. We want to go ahead and end it by saying, Call Halayim, Elahai Nawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Again, double honors to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to Hakim out here pushing His truth and righteousness and in sincerity. Peace, blessings, salutations to a hopeful elect. May the election, Yahweh Shem Shah, Lord willing, fall upon our houses. I want to say, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah, and Abba Shalom, Hakim.